sometimes write down in words. So the common mistake, this was not too bad actually. Most people were happy with 17 and, well, it's 8 hundredths. I think I put that in most hundredths. Now, one thing I did say about spelling, you can't write hundredths. Why can't you write hundredths instead of hundredths, Ralph? It would be 800, yeah. The hundreds is the other girls. You cannot talk over me. So her paper. Got a test score. It's better if you know the what you did in the first place, but you know, I wouldn't erase anything. Represent the following using digits. Most people got this one fine, all good. Apart from people that missed out the 0. So 30,000 is good. 572. Oh no, this wasn't the one I'm thinking of. 30,572 and 4/10 looks like. I think most people got that. Nice and easy. If you didn't get that one, write it down now. Expanded form. Well, this was expanded form. Gives you an example. What is it as a normal number? Well, it's 24,800, and this was where the 0 missed. There's no 10s, so I have to have a 0 and then a 7. So a few people missed out that 0. Okay? So if you did, that's what you need to write down. I missed the 0, put the correct answer. Nicole, it's being recorded. You can go on the video afterwards. Yeah? If you miss anything. I'm going to go quite quickly because to get through it all, we normally would do the whole lesson by going speed. Write down expanded form in 2 ways. Anyone want to offer? Five times 100,000 plus 9 times 10,000 plus times 1,000 plus 3 times 100 plus 6 times 10 plus 1 times 1. Okay, one way.
5 times 10 to the power of 5.
Okay, so that was one way I said. 5 times 10 to the power of 5 plus 9 times plus 2 times 10 plus 3 times 10. Oh, I've got a bit quick now. Plus 3 times 10 squared. Plus 6 times 10 plus 1. I'm fine with that. And there is another way, the simplest one that we're going to get. You're a very good question. Just, I guess, ease of communication in this, but you are right. If I wrote that out without parentheses, it would you'd end up writing. But just ease of communication. Austin? Yeah, 3 different ways. You just had to pick 2 of them. I did notice some people were fine up to, and I know why. Some people were fine up to these 3 digits, and then these 3, they start again with this is 2 times 1 and 9 times 10, and a couple of people did that, which showed that you're not getting the value system going up. Okay. Lots of correct answers. Hopefully, if you only wrote 1 or you didn't get it right for whatever reason, you now know why. Any questions? All good? Understand? Good. Still level 1, 2. This one, what is it? Brackets. Exponents. Division. Yeah, great. But one person did do this, just put the letters. I wasn't accepting that. I need to know what they mean. So exponents, Now, of course, that's one way, but you could have had a P or parenthesis. Yeah, well, what I would say is great if you put a list. Well, that doesn't get you any credit. But just in case you know. So it was bedmass, headmass, whatever you want, however you wanted it to be. Those people, it had to be the words, not just the letters. All right. Correct order of operations. This one threw a few people. I guess I understand why, but enough people got it. I'm like, okay. If we didn't have order of operations, there would be two possible answers. We could do 8 plus 6 first, get 14, times 2 and get the answer 28.
Yeah.
Or we would do 6 times 2 first and get 12, and 2 plus 8 gives me 20. Those are your two possible answers. And then this confused people, which is correct, because we're basically saying, well, if we didn't, we'd have this, but we do, so which one's correct? 20, yeah. That was it. Yeah. So the equals 20 is the however you communicate that. That was the correct. But you have to have a reason why. Yeah. Well, you have to answer the question. We're on levels 1 and 2 now. We're up to levels 3. This area, this topic showed me a couple of places where we've obviously not done enough in class. That's part of the assessment as well. 6 to the power of 7, I'm expecting to see you stating that this is 6 times 6 times 6, 6 times 6 times 6.
I did this without counting.
Some people did. No prizes for that, but well done. Okay. And what is the answer to that? Abby?
A 37.
Yeah, because you were the one that did it.
Yeah.
So one person said, what was your working out? My calculator did it. But that doesn't count because I want to know what your calculator is doing. And it is doing 6 times 6 times 10. Same thing you would do on your paper if you were doing it without a calculator. So that's what I'm expecting there. Those people that forgot calculators, obviously that was going to be this along the same lines. Which is larger? Well, hopefully you were saying 2 to the power of 5 is equal to 32. 5 to the power of 2 is equal to 25. Because it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, or 5 times 5. Therefore, 5 squared is larger. So if I said, please answer the question, some of you wrote down what they were and then didn't actually answer which one was bigger. Now you might think that's like, sorry, yeah, I've done 2 to the power of 5 is larger. Checking you're awake. Some people look. He knows obviously. All right. So do you understand how you needed to answer that question? Most people did it. Some people got 2 to the power of 5 is larger, but their reasoning was invalid. It wasn't right. It's like 2 to the power of 5 is 32. 5 squared is 10. If you make a mistake like that, then your whole thing is there's invalid reasoning. Okay? Write down 2 square numbers. Most people got 2 square numbers on the wall. All right, so that wasn't hard. But show you how you found them. People didn't understand or didn't write it down. Basically, a square number is found by doing something times itself. So 7 times 7 equals 49 is a square number. 3 times 3 equals 9 is a square number. That's it. That's how you do it. Right? That's the square number. I did see one person so close they wrote, what was it? 4 is a square number. and then they wrote, something like 8 is a square number, and this was their reasoning. That's so close, because 4 is a square number, because you can make a square. 8's not a square number. 9's a square number. But that reasoning was valid, it's fine. If you want to say because I can write it, it's not the best reason, but just pointing out something was so close to the different. Right, this one caused lots of issues. Obviously, because we're getting up to levels 5 and 6. But this one also is a calculator thing, because I've shown you how to do this on your calculator. Well, that's not my thing to solve. No, I told you to have a calculator. I told you lesson after lesson, have a calculator and use it. Those people that don't bring a calculator and then get a test and go, oh look, I've got a calculator now, and I don't really use it. I don't know how to use it. I don't know where the cube root is. Well, you would if you brought it to class and been practicing. The cube root of 64 is 4, because 4 times 4 times 4 makes 64. It's the opposite. But evaluate means that's all I needed. I didn't need anything. Type it into your calculator, you're all good. Alright? Same with this question, which is larger. Well, the square root of 36 is 6. We know this one from before is 4. Therefore, square root of 36 is larger. Right? 6 times 6 makes 36. 4 times 4 times 4 makes. How do we do square roots? Hopefully we memorize square roots of the square numbers. Cube roots, you're probably not going to memorize at the moment, but you've got a calculator, haven't you? Yeah, got a calculator that you're allowed to use. Right. This one, guys, this was a nice, unfamiliar problem.
No.
Okay. You know what factors are? Factors divide into the number exactly. So list all of them, only 1 to 9. So all we have to do is go through 1 to 9 and see if they divide into 1,305. And you would have found out that 1 does, 1 is everything. 3 does, 5 does, and 9 does.
But 6. I remember when I watched this video and it said if the numbers I didn't tell you about like if it's a video, if you want to find out if it's a multiple Greek, you have to add up all of them.
Yeah, if we do, that's one of those divisibility rule things. 1 plus 3 plus 5 makes 9. Is 9 divisible by 3? So this is. But you again, you had a calculator. Some people did it by hand, I saw that, which is fine. So you do 1,305 divided by 1. What do I get? 1,305. I should know that one. Can't do that one because it doesn't divide by 2 because it ends in 5. But it does make me think. It does. Got that? Got the process for that one? Bit easier now you've seen it once? You've written that down? Some people are not writing, and I know there's gaps in papers. You're not just sitting here having a free lesson. You're writing these things down. This is ready for next time. If you've got correct answers, you don't need to worry about them. I think we need to finish this unless you're desperately desperate. I think he's just bored. Yeah, no.
That's not.
Find the GCF.
I got so blanked on this.
So 9 to 6, this is what methods I've asked you to do. 2 times 48. 2 times 24. 2 times 12, 2 times 6, 2 times 3, okay, 240, 2 times 120, 2 times 60, 2 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 5, okay, they're all the prime numbers. So once I've got I don't even need to use a Venn diagram, I can just write 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, that's 96. 240 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5, and you pair them off. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. So we've got 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, and we work that out and we get the answer 48, I believe. Again, there's a lot of writing there. If we move on before you've had a chance to write it, remember the video will go up after this. Lots of people were doing that, but quite a few people did the trees and then didn't get the last bit. But just to let you know, that is not a problem. You've got credit. So some of you, just by doing the factor tree, pushed your grades up from a 3 to a 4. For instance. Okay. If you leave things blank, try to have it a bit higher. So in there, that's the 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of 2 in each list. Let me just show you that. So on here, look, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no more 2s on this list, so you can't use that 2. But I take those 4 2s, don't write them double, remember? Just one of them, and then there is a 3, and there's also a 3. So that's it. So I multiply those ones together. Okay. Remember, be on video. I need to move on to 15 minutes. All right. So find the LCM. Now this one, the solution, not the problem. This one we could. Listen. We could have done another factor tree and done the Venn diagram thing. But eagle-eyed amongst you would have gone, actually, this one looks like it might be easier. And we just go 54, the next one's 108, this one's going to be 36, 72, 108. The lowest common multiple is 108. That's one way to do it. We could have done the factor tree methods, but that way works. It's good to have both options. Yes. Ready to quick. Right. Do I need to go through the factor tree method for you? No, is that works? Nice and easy one there. Look at all the space we didn't have to use. All right, now this one. This one was a challenge in that you've got to find the HCF and the LCM. This time it's 3 numbers. Now, I didn't go through this in class, hence it's a 7 and 8. Unfamiliar, challenging. But I did tell you it was going to be on the test essentially, that you could have gone and it tells you in the book how to do it. But that's up to you as an independent learner to go and do these ones. I'm a 7 and 8 student, I hope, so I'm going to do those. So what we can do, I did see someone try and do a 3-circle Venn diagram. I'm going to show you how to do that properly. All right, 18 is 2 and 9, which is 3 and 3. 24 is 2 and 12, which is 2 and 6, and 2 and 3. And 36 is 2, 18, 2, 9, 3, 3. Okay. This is how you do a 3-circle Venn diagram. 1, 2, 3. So this time what we do, this is the 18 circle, the 24 circle, the 36. So some of you are going to write this down, aren't you? Because you're like, oh, I'm going to do this. All right. There better not be a blank white page after we've done this. There better not be. If you didn't answer this question at all, you are writing this down. Even if you're like, I'm not a 7 and 8 student, I'm going to insist that you at least try and rewrite them things down. Now what happens is we then take any numbers that are in all three. So I've got a 2, and a 2. That's it for the 2s, because there's no more 2 left. So I'm going to write a 2 in the middle in all 3 circles. All right. I'm then going to go, is there a 3? Well, there's a 3 there, a 3 there, and a 3 there. All right. There's another 3, but there's no other 3 here. So I'm done. So the 3 is going in the middle there. There's nothing else that is in all 3. Does that make sense? So I now already know the highest common factor, or GCF, greatest, is 2 times 3, which is, now some people got that anyway, fine. They're not difficult ones. Now the lowest common multiple, when I go through the thing, but with each set of 2 circles. So what number, 18 and 24, is there another 3 in the 24? No. Is there a 3 in the 36? Yes. So I'm going to write this 3 in the gap between that and that, right? Does that make sense? So it goes in the space that is the 18 and the 36, but not, there isn't one in the 24. Okay? Actually, that's all of 18 done now. I don't need to do any more in the 18. The 24, though, does have another 2 with the 36. Okay? That leaves all of the 36 done, is it? Yeah, we've done 36 in all of them. And then we've got in the 24, we've got a single 2 left. So that has to go there. All right, so you should be at least writing down the Venn diagram with the numbers in it. Now the LCM, just like with 2 circles, is just these numbers multiplied. So 3 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 2. So that would be 3 times 6, that's 18. 18 times 2 is 36, times 2 is 72.
Oh. Can you do that?
If you're desperate, same thing. If you're bored, you spend. Now, of course, with this one, just like before, it's not actually that hard to realise and say, okay, I could just write out this 18, 36, what's another one, 54, then it's 72. Well, okay, I know 36 is 72. 24 is 48. 72. I can find it that long. That's quicker. That would also be the lowest common multiple. Up to you. Probably this list. Jace, I'm going to ask you to step outside the room. It's now recording this. I should step out. You've been disruption to everyone on your table. I would like you to step outside and then come back afterwards and make a special caption. You do that now, please. Don't get anything ready, just go and stand up. No, go and stand up. Okay, any questions on that? No? Do you think you could do it next time? Bit of study? Yeah, you just forgot the H, yeah. All right. Now on to the last unit that we did, the last bit. Evaluate the expressions. So what do we do first? Do the 4 times 2, so I'm going to write 12 minus 8 plus 7 times 3 is 21. Now lots of people got to this stage perfectly well. Alright? But they then did 8 plus 21. But what do you do if there's no subtraction and addition? Go left to right. So we have to do 12 minus 8 is 4. 4 plus 21 is 25. That's the correct answer. We'll leave at 2.5. The end of the lesson. That's good.
You have your INS exam.
I don't know. I did spot this printed over it. Thankfully, you guys all spotted it over. I don't know why. I'm just going to rewrite it. 4 squared minus 2 plus 2 cubed plus 8. Right, what do we do first? Yeah, so 5 times 4 squared is not 8, it's 16. Plus 5 times, I'm going to do the 2 to the power of 3 is not 6, but 8. So I've done that, and I've done that so far. Then I'm going to do my brackets. So I've got 5 and 14 plus 5 times 8 plus 8. What does it mean to have 5 in a set of brackets like that? Means you multiply. So 5 times 14 is 70. Plus 5 times 8 next, because that's the multiplication. That is 40. Plus 8. Now it's all addition, so we add that up and we get the answer 118. Someone forgot the 8 on theirs. They did it all correct, but forgot to add the 8. Yeah.
So what they were looking, did you understand the example or did you just
No, like I said, this is a good thing. If you just write 110 at the end with no working, you get no credit. Yeah. If you put all of this out and you get to the end, and I can see that you just forgot to write the 8, you get pretty much all the credit because it's not marks. If it was marks, it'd be marked wrong. Because it's criterion credit, like I get you understand everything. It's just a slip, so you don't really get dropped down for that kind of mistake. But if you write 4 squared is 8, that's wrong. Alright, and then finally, we've pretty much got there. Now, basically, I'm just going to tell you the answer to this one. We do the powers, we do the divisions, and on the top we get an answer of 11.
What?
On the bottom,
Yeah, I definitely.
9 squared is 81, it's not 18. On the bottom, you do 81 minus 70, you get an answer of 11. 11 divided by 11 is